right, so this is going to be a quick tour of Doll Mountain Campground. So if you see right there is the entrance. The check-in shack is right down there at the bottom. And we're going to start right up here, going to the left. And these are the first set of sites up here to the left. Alright, so there's the first set of bathrooms for this side. There is another set over on the other side as well. These were just rebuilt 2 years ago, so they're very nice. Showers and everything, and playground. Okay, so right up here to the right is site number 1, which is a pull-through, and it's also a handicap. And then site number, so that's 1. And this is site number 2 right up here. And that's number 3 to the left, which is very nice. And then here is number 4. Number 4's got a nice view this time of year. And here's number 5. There's number 6. And then number 7 is right here. And number 8, which is another pull-through. Here you've got number 9. And number 10. Now number 10 is normally closed. It's only for emergency use. Here's 11 and 12 and 13. And handicap number 2. And there's site number 6. Now, 5 and 4 both have very nice decks to overlook the lake. There's number 1 again. And there's number 2. Is also a pull-through. Most of these sites don't have very good access to the water. They have nice views, most of them overlooking the water, but getting down to the water can be a little treacherous on some of them. Now site number 11 down there at the bottom of the cul-de-sac where we just were, and 9, they both have a trail that goes down to the water that's fairly flat. But for the most part, most of the campsites are overlooking the water, but not great access to the water. So here we are going back up the other side. This is the larger side. So here we have the dump stations and the trash cans. And here's site 14, the smaller site that just overlooks the woods. A little bit of water down there. Like I said, those are the dump sites. There, the dump station. And those are the sites for the hosts. Down here to the left, we have 18, 19, and 20, which are tent-only sites. A little parking right there, and then you walk right down straight towards the lake, and there's some pads down there. No electricity. And then here's site number 21. Site number 22. 23. This is 24. Here's number 25, 26, and then here's the cul-de-sac here on this site with 27 through 33. This is a nice cul-de-sac if you have a group. So on the right you have 27, 28, 29. 29 is one of my favorites. It's got a nice big deck. View of the lake. Here's 30, which is also one of my favorites. And you have 31 and 32. And then 33 here. Now this campground does have its own boat ramp. This is site 34 through 37 over here to the left. And this is tent only. Some nice sites down in there. So those are 10 only up in there, but looks like it'd be nice if you have a smaller group. And then this is the boat ramp here. On the weekends during the summer, it gets a little bit full, but today is a Sunday in the early summer, so late spring. Not very crowded, but yeah, here they have the boat ramps and a small dock down there. And continue. Now this is one of my favorite campgrounds, I think. Carter's Lake is a beautiful lake. It's not very crowded most of the time. There's one marina that they allow on the lake. It's got a few docks and a gas station. But other than that, there aren't any houses or docks allowed to be built right on the lake, so yeah, it keeps it very nice and keeps the access limited. So yeah, it's a very beautiful lake. Now here's the bathrooms for this second section. And they were not rebuilt when the other ones were rebuilt, but they're still decent. And then there's a tent campsite right here. We've had some trees come down over the last 2 years, but they rebuilt the railing on it. But it's a very nice campsite, tent site. One of the best views of the lake. Of course, it's convenient being next to the restrooms, but you've also gets a little busy over here. But it's a beautiful tent site. All right. As you go back up here, this campsite's also a wonderful site. Campground is a wonderful place for nice long walks. This road goes back all the way to the back. I think it's 1.5 miles, almost 2 miles. So it's a great walk. Beautiful, peaceful, and views of the lake almost everywhere. And this is the last cul-de-sac for the RV sites. It's 39 through 46. Now this one's also quite a beautiful site. Kind of difficult to get into with anything of any size, but it's a very nice site. 45, which is just a tent site, but a beautiful deck. 46. Notice there's also quite a few pine trees down. Pine beetles came through here last year. And made quite a mess, some of the pine trees. Also had a couple of big storms come through last year. Took down quite a few of the trees, some of the nice oak trees, but the pine beetles, I think, have done more damage than the storms. So as we go up this way, back here you've only got campsites. No more RV, just tent sites back here, no more RV sites. You can see there's some more work of the pine beetles. They've had to take some of them down so they don't fall down and hurt anybody. Now here is 47 through 50 and 50 through 57. And these are tent sites. They go up and through the woods over there. You see it goes up over the top. All right, now this section back here, it goes back about another half a mile, 3/4 of a mile to a group site. It's a very nice walk back there, but apparently somebody's got the group site reserved this weekend, so says we're not supposed to go back there. So, but yeah, there's a nice, it's a beautiful walk back through there. And there's a group site at the very back that's got no RV sites, but it's all tent sites and a small restroom. All right, well, they've got a sign up for no one beyond that point except for the group campers. So sorry, I can't take you for a ride back through there, but like I said, it's very nice for walking, and normally the gate's open, so I'm not quite sure why the gate's closed and it's marked this weekend. But yeah, if you're here and you get a chance to take a nice long walk, then that's a beautiful place up there. Like I said, there's a group campsite at the very end with one small outhouse basically, and a large fire pit and several tent sites that are all kind of grouped together. So it'd be perfect for a big family outing or Boy Scouts or something like that. So very nice area up there. Coming back through here. So right now it is late spring of 2025, and the visibility of the lake is pretty good. During the midsummer, you know, the leaves fill in quite a bit and you don't get quite as nice a view, but you're still here and it's still visible. But yeah, the views are really, really nice this time of year. Perfect camping weather. Yeah, so that's that site 38, that tent site I was talking about. Again. Tent site. Yeah, most of the sites in here are power and water only, no sewer. I think one or two of the sites up there, there's 25 again, for the host have sewer because they're located right next to the dump station. But that's it for the most part. Site number 23. These are the host campsites up here. We got 4 large ones. Like I said, I think that one's got sewer, maybe that one over there. Site number 14. Like I said, Site 14 is, it was just added, I think 3 years ago. Doesn't have much of a view, and you are kind of close to the dump station. But it's got a nice deck and fire pit. Alright, so that goes back down to the check-in station right down there. And then here we are. Alright, so that's it. Sorry I couldn't show you that last part up there at the very end. But like I said, if you're here, it's a beautiful place to walk if you have the chance. And the gate's open, so. All right, so hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great day.